What is up, everybody? It is your girl, SimplefX, your favorite female trader, and I am back with another much anticipated breakdown since I have been gone for a couple weeks now. As you may or may not know, I had surgery and I am still in recovery. I've been being quite a bit of a crybaby through this process. Recovery is a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be, so it's kind of caused me to kind of be delayed in putting out content and trading and things like that. I am slowly over that hump, starting to feel like myself again. Have not been trading much. This is the first week in about 2 or 3 weeks that I've actually traded. I've only taken 2 trades this week. This gold trade setup that I'm going to be breaking down for you guys here is the second trade that I've taken during this week, and it is also NFP week. So with NFP, it's hit or miss. You never really know what you're gonna get, so you want to be careful. But either way, I felt a little bit rusty when I came back because I just hadn't done anything trading related in so long. Really missed it. Really miss teaching, really miss interacting with you guys, putting out this content for you guys. So I'm gonna do my best to put out some more breakdown videos so you guys can soak up as much knowledge as possible. So if you follow me on Instagram, which I hope you do, at SimplefX, you would have seen the 10K trade that I caught from last night into early this morning on gold. So it was a 10K trade, and to, I guess, commemorate that in me coming back to trading after such a long break, I'm going to be doing a 10K account giveaway, a live account giveaway with my broker HANKOTRADE. So if you use the link that is in the description box of this video, as well as all of my videos, you will see the link that you could use to sign up. I will be announcing the winner when I go back live on my free YouTube live trade sessions, which will be returning shortly. I don't want to give an exact date because I'm taking it kind of day by day to see how I feel in terms of my recovery. But as soon as I'm 100%, I will be back and I will be selecting a winner. For now, it is currently one. We're thinking about doing multiple. So you'll see how everybody does. All you got to do is register for a live account. Okay, you want to get an ECN account with a 500 leverage if you choose. Load that baby up and go crazy. Run it up, withdraw, do the best you can to make money trading, because that's why we're all here, right? So this is my broker. This is who I broker with. I have an ECN account. I have actually multiple accounts, which I recommend you guys doing, all for different purposes. Okay, they offer forex pairs, commodities, indices, and crypto, fast withdrawals, fast deposits, high score on Trustpilot, very good broker, and excellent customer service. As you can see, they're always online and they always have live customer support. This is not a automated machine, guys. This is a live person. So how many brokers can you ask for live customer support with any time of the day and get, a live person to help you with anything that you may need help with, right? Don't get that all the time. They offer MetaTrader 4 as well as MetaTrader 5. I recommend MetaTrader 5 just because it's a lot cleaner, it's newer, and MetaTrader 4 is going to be obsolete and not too much time here. So use the link in the description box, and if you need anything, you guys know how to reach out to me via Instagram or email. All right, so let's get into this. Breakdown. So I have the only other trade that I took this week was on AU and then on gold. Now, I could have taken another setup on gold earlier this week, but I did not get the confirmation that I was looking for. So let's get into this breakdown so I can show you guys exactly how I caught this trade, why I held it for as long as I did, because you guys know I do scalp. But this setup, I actually intraday this setup. I entered it last night right after market open, and I exited it this morning right before this crazy drop, which was obviously news from this morning. All right, so looking at gold here, if we go to, I'll stay on the 1 hour. We don't really need to go to the higher time frames. Gold is, you guys, if you watch some of my older videos, you'll see that I trade clusters, right? I trade order blocks. I love rejections. I love multiple reactions at a certain area, right? Because it kind of gives me a benchmark of where I want to look for specific setups. So basically, gold began its descent on down here, okay? And this is where gold was when I came to the markets that night. I usually don't trade Asian session, but because this setup looked really good, I decided to go ahead and give it a go. I only entered one position on it. I usually stack, but because I knew I was going to be holding this trade, I only entered one position and let that baby ride. Okay, so as you can see, gold was pushing sideways here. All right, not really making higher highs, not really making too much in the way of higher lows, lower lows, anything like that. It was just kind of moving sideways. Okay, so as you can see, we have a level of support right around here where the market was ranging. We have a nice big rejection wick to the upside here, and then gold starts making its way down, breaking this support here. Okay, on the higher time frames, this is, you know, a big order block basically. Okay, it looks a little bit smaller obviously on the higher, but as you go down, it's, you know, it looks like this. So once I saw the market breaking to the downside here, you know, you have a lot of liquidity that's sitting down here, and we also have a level of support that's sitting right here as well. So I actually had anticipated for price to come down to probably around this area, but sometimes, guys, you're not going to get price to go where you want it to go. It's going to go where it wants to go, right? You have to move to the beat of the drum of the market, not your own drum, the market's drum, right? So I really would have liked to see the market come here to see how it would have reacted, simply because if you look to the left, you'll see that the market held this area before. All right, always look left to get an idea, guys. The market's going to do what it does always over and over and over again, so always look left. So I wanted it to come here simply because this is a major area right here, this area here. I don't want to say this price because you never want to give it a specific price. This area was major because it held support, then it held resistance, then price broke with an engulfing, we retested it, and then we pushed. So if you look closely here, you'll see we had excellent market structure here. But along with this market structure, the market failed to make new highs. Look at this long rejection to the upside here. We were done. We were done. Once this pushed up and we closed back below this resistance here, and we broke below support with this engulfing move here, that was it for the buys. Okay, the sellers came into control. Now, here, like I said, is why I wanted to see what the market was going to do. Now, we did not quite come down to this area of support. I would have liked for us to come into it, but we never did. Here is why I entered into this trade. Okay, if you look left, you'll see that we had the support here. We also had a major resistance that was broken with an engulfing candle. So once price came down here, and I saw that we created kind of a little bit of a range and the market was coming down. Now this was right before market closed, and then during when market opened up again, we pushed up here with this engulfing. If you notice, this one candle here was where the move took off. Okay, because once this engulfing took off here, breaking all of these highs right here, the market pushed back to retest, and guess what? Took off after that. Never ever came back to test that support to the downside here. So all we did was held. So once I saw this engulfing and we pushed and I saw the market start to range here, I went ahead and took some entries and held it. My stop loss was right below inside this zone. Now, price could have easily come back. It did not have to push the way it did. It could have easily come back, which is why I only took the one position, just in case it was a loss. Then it wouldn't have been a big loss for me. So the buys would have still been valid inside this area here. If the market had come down and pushed down into here, as long as we held this area here, the buys would have still been valid. But I'm not trading with a stop loss, you know, this massive. That's just crazy, especially when I'm trading a session that I don't normally trade. Okay, so I decided to keep my stop loss at a manageable area, and I said, okay, if it does come down and tap, that's fine. I didn't anticipate it to do that, but if it did, I was willing to take that risk. Always have your risk in mind before you enter a trade, guys. Don't enter a trade and say, oh, well, I hope this happens, I hope that happens, and if I lose, oh my God, I'm going to lose a lot. Or if I win, I'm going to hit the jackpot. Okay. have a plan for what you want to see happen and execute on that plan. Okay, so I held this move, and as you can see, throughout the evening, throughout the night, it pushed. I woke up this morning around 6 o'clock this morning, and this is the candle that had formed. This candle right here had shot up, and I was very happy to see that. And I was actually going to close once this pushed here. But if you look left, you'll see we have another major area right here. So I said, okay, let me hold a little bit longer to at least these highs here. At least these highs, because I had a feeling price was going to retest these highs here, which it did. So I held it a little bit longer, pushed up a little bit, and I ended up getting out around the 1925 area. It pushed up, and then I also wanted to get out because we also had news. Now, did I see this drop happening or coming into play? No. I actually thought it was going to continue back up here and maybe even come up to retest these highs here. It did not do that. It stopped here and literally just melted after that. And if you notice here, if I use my handy dandy arrow here, the bottom of this wick here, it was very close to at least tapping into this zone where this candle pushed up with that rejection wick on the 1 hour time frame. So it didn't even hit that area. So sometimes, guys, you want price to come to certain areas to give you more confirmation. It is good to wait for price to come to those areas, but sometimes it's just not. It's just not. Down here, I wanted to see price come down here and then push out. It did not give me that. But once I saw the engulfing, I went ahead and entered. So I had two plans for what I wanted to see. I had a plan A and a plan B. Plan A didn't work out, so plan B ended up working out for me. Great. If I would have held to if I had my TP to above around this area here, wouldn't have played out. But even though I still have my stops in profit either way, so even if I would have held it a little longer and got stopped out, would have been still a profitable win, profitable trade. Okay, and that's pretty much it. That is the setup that I caught. I don't always hold my position for this long. It's been a while since I've held a trade overnight, but it was a risk-free trade for me, really, because the loss wouldn't have been bad if I did take a loss, if it did hit my stop loss, but the win was there. The risk to reward was definitely there, and it was a very good setup. So ended up holding this move. I had a 12 lot running, one position, and ended up catching just under 100 pips. I think I caught like 80 or something like that pips off of this move, which is very doable to do on gold. As you can see, even though my entry was good, I was in profit for a majority of the trade. It did start moving quite nicely around pre-New York session when the volume really started to kick in. Okay. That's it. That's the whole setup. I hope you guys understand, what I was looking at to the left here. Everything. I try to explain these trades as best I can. Many of you were DMing me reference to my stories today, asking me to do this breakdown. So I hope this helps you guys. In some of the description, the comments on some of my older breakdown videos, I have been asked to do breakdowns on other pairs such as Euro USD, USD JPY, CAD USD, or USD CAD. So I don't trade those pairs, but since so many of you have been asking for them, I'm going to be dropping quick breakdowns on those pairs. Actually, I won't say breakdowns, I'll say more like back testing on those pairs, since, breakdown videos, even though they're good, they're not as informational as my back testing videos are, and you guys seem to really like those videos. So I'm going to put a couple of those videos out. I'm going to try to get as much content out to you guys as possible to get back into the swing of things, because I love to drop gems. I love to help you guys learn as much as you can in these markets. And as always, if you want to learn my entire strategy to see what it is I teach and how it is I am able to catch setups like this on a regular basis, you're more than welcome to check out my course, which is also in the description box below. All right, guys, I no longer have signals, so if you see any old videos with links for signals, I don't have that. Please do not use the link. Do not purchase it. I don't have signals anymore. I actually don't offer anything monthly anymore. All I have is my course teachings and YouTube. That is it for now. Anything updated will be announced on my live trade sessions when they return in a couple weeks. Okay, but other than that, that's all I got for you guys for today. be on the lookout for some other breakdown videos. So if you trade EU, if you trade UJ, if you trade CAD pairs, just be on the lookout for those. I'm going to be dropping those in next, either tonight or in the next few days. All right, guys. So as always, thank you guys so very much for all your love, all your support. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys on the next trade. Peace out.